All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
Come on. And we're live.
And we're live.
What's going on, guys?
Oh, we got back feed. Oh, look, there's people already talking.
Oh, God, yeah.
Holy cow, look, we had people waiting for us this whole time. All right, so who do we got with us? We have
Gay.
We have Caleb and I believe Casey.
Yep.
We have Donna.
Jeannie.
We
have 9 people watching already.
Yeah, I know Blaine's out there somewhere. Blaine's the one who actually hooked us up. Everyone, real quick, just so I'm sure you already know, we might have a little bit of a feedback issue tonight. There's bad weather down in Florida, and there's bad weather up in New York. Plus, we're trying out these new speakers, so there might be a little bit of an audio thing. If there is, we apologize. If you hear feedback or any kind of noise, let us know. We'll try to correct it while the show's going. Also, with the weather, the delay between us and Stevie is a little longer than usual, so you might see us pause. That way, we're letting things go through. Marissa's here. All right, very nice. So, everyone, meet Stevie.
Hi. I don't know if anybody can see me. I'm looking like a big dork.
That's all right. No, they can see you on the TV behind us. I don't know if you can get it.
Yeah, we kind of have 2 screens set up.
Yeah.
So this is like us talking to you, and this is what they're seeing.
Yeah.
So they're seeing us and you.
Right. We try to put all our pretty faces in one spot for them to look at.
Yeah.
Everyone's beautiful all at the same time.
Exactly. Wait, we already got a question rolling in? Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah, Gay Slade wants to know. Gay's one of our
UK followers.
One of our fantastic UK followers.
Yeah. And
she wants to know, because she can't get them, they're not all available in the UK right now, but she wants to know where she should start.
Is she looking on Amazon UK? Because the ebooks should be available there. If not, the paperbacks she would have to have shipped from America.
Okay.
But the ebooks should be on Amazon UK, as well as the audiobooks are going to be available through Audible UK. And if she has any problems, she can email me. I'd be happy to give her Audible codes for some free audio downloads if she has any problems finding the book.
Okay. Gay, if you heard that, just give us a yes or no. We're just waiting for the little kickback here.
She said yes on Amazon, but not all of them are available right now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Have her reach out to me. Either Twitter, Facebook, email me. Gay, if you can hear me, just send me a message and I'll help you find them.
There you go. Just go follow at Apaco Taco on Twitter and DM her and let her know that let her know what you'd like to do, and she'll work it out with you. It's that easy. As she throws down some beer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. No. Definitely start with the Breadwinner.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the trilogy that goes with that, Haven and All Good Things.
Yep.
Start with that. That's where I started. And the Breadwinner, it's real time. Like, to me, it takes place modern time. Like this is all like real stuff right now. Like the background settings, it takes place in Florida, in a place in Florida. Like it sounds like it's a very high end area in Florida. At least the one place sounds like it's high end.
Yeah. Once you get into especially Haven and then into all the things, the background, the places, the setting. Everything is actually based on where I live, between Panama City Beach and Destin, Pensacola area in Florida. So it's all Northwest Panhandle based, and some elements of Tallahassee thrown in the mix. Just places that I've spent a lot of time here, either with work or just living. And so when I first started writing it, I wasn't sure, like, oh God, who can sue me for using this and using that? So I just said, let me just change all the names. I'm gonna make a fake city. I'm gonna make fake places, fake hotels, fake resorts, fake neighborhoods, and everything kind of just fell together and worked out. And it's kind of cool because if you go on the Facebook page and you look at the pictures that I posted, you can see I'll post photos from time to time about like, hey, this is the the resort from Haven. This is it in real life, and that's in Florida. And if you're familiar with the area, right across the street from a restaurant called Maguire's is a big, ginormous, ridiculous resort. That is the resort in Haven that it was based off of. So it's pretty cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. So you took your environment and made it your book.
Yeah, basically.
Very nice. I'm already drawn to 4 characters. One of them is a guy named Ben, and I think the reason why I'm drawn to him is his background in the military. I personally don't have a military background, but my background is law enforcement and security. So instantly drawn to him, and then also Andrew because he is a cop. His brother Clyde is he's gay, and he just makes it's just funny. I mean, he's got like that sassy, it's the best way I could put it.
He is actually based off of when I was writing the book. I was living with my roommate at the time, Brandon, and he kept telling me, and actually if Blaine's listening, his wife used to work with Brandon, so she knows who I'm talking about. Brandon used to beg, put me in your book, put me in your book. So he is wholeheartedly based on my old roommate, Brandon. So.
Okay, all right. And then there's Veronica, who is just very strong-willed young woman. She's 16. Her and her brother, I don't want to give away anything, but her and her brother had to go through some hard times in the beginning. And she's a powerhouse. Like, you could just tell she's got that survival instinct.
And that was one of the things that somebody who had actually endorsed the book for me, David Moody, I don't know if anybody is a fan of his, an author. One of the things he told me right off the bat that he loved about The Breadwinner and the characters were that he said a lot of the times, and especially in zombie fiction, you have these people that are just these, all of a sudden there are these heroes, they know what to do when the zombies come, they're invincible, you know what I mean? And he said that the development in Veronica was on pace. She wasn't a hero right away. It kind of developed that, and because of the things that she did have to go through with her brother, here's a young woman who loves school. She loves sports. Things like that. In the beginning of the book, you see her chatting online with one of her friends. She's just like any other 16-year-old that likes school and extracurricular activities. She loves her dad. She loves her brother, even though he's a pain in her ass. And all of a sudden, now all these things are, no more school, no more track practice. This one, I'm not going to give anything away, but it's nice to have somebody, in my opinion, and that's why I wrote her that way, who has no idea what's going on and just goes off of her instinct. Even though she's a kid, she still knows what she's doing.
Yeah, I went on this.
It's definitely easier for her. I want you to know that.
That's it. I'm obviously I spoke to you prior to the show. I'm stuck at a point right now that I was hoping to get the book done, and I'm at like 70% right now, according to Kindle. But I'm what's going on?
Caleb sent us his. I don't want to play this on
Like a feedback?
Yeah, but I don't want to play it because it's gonna cause more feedback. But
is everything okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Everyone else seems like they said there's a bit of feedback, but it's alright otherwise.
Okay. Sorry, just double checking our situation. I went on this little I don't know, what would you call it? Just like a little speech I did a week ago about women empowerment and how like it's just great to be working with such a diverse group of people, actor wise, author wise, whatever, and love seeing you women out there grinding it out and just making like all these just great moves, like authors, writing, being your own person, doing you kind of thing. So I definitely with Veronica, I was like, wow. I was like, yeah. I was like, she's got it. Like she's I was immediately her character. You get sucked into this book quick, like real quick. So
cool. I'm glad you feel that way. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a really good read. So definitely, if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, like we are, and obviously you wouldn't be here if you weren't.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, seriously. Once again, we do apologize for whatever kind of audio feedback problems we're having. We're trying to kind of settle it down as we're going, but keep hanging in there with us, and we'll see what we can do. We have some fan questions. If you go up to Jeannie's,
that's actually basically my first question.
Okay, so yeah, it's first fan question is from Jeannie Mercer. She's another great loyal follower. She's here every week. Her and her son Nick. They want to know, when did you start writing, and when did you decide, hey, I want to be a writer?
Okay, well, hi Jeannie, hi Nick. Thank you for the question. This is, it's kind of like hard to really pinpoint when I started writing. I'm just kind of like, and my parents are probably listening, and it's so corny, but they can attest to it. Like when I was little, I used to write plays and stuff, you know what I mean? And then I was like the kid, I didn't want to go to like the summer camp to do is like hang out with friends. I wanted to go to like the writing camp, you know what I mean? So I was always kind of like the, that little nerdy girl, but I even got in trouble. I don't know if it was first or second grade. My parents were called into the school because our assignment was vocabulary, using the words in a little story. And I wrote a very dark story that a 7-year-old probably shouldn't be writing. And my parents were just like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? And so they kind of always fostered that creativity in me. I've always kind of, written, whether it be songs or lyrics or poetry, short stories or whatever. It's just something I've always done. And going back a couple of years, I just was like, you know what? I just need to write a book. And I just did it.
Okay.
That's awesome.
All right. Donna, who is from PA, she said, good character development so far. I'm on chapter 8, I think. So.
Thank you.
Let me see.
Donna also wanted to know, where did the inspiration come from for Samson's character?
Oh, okay. Funny story, and I apologize if I offend anyone with this, but working in retail, you meet a lot of characters. You meet a lot of people, especially now with all the, customers always right. So there was a lawyer that I had interacted with who was just a slime ball sleazebag. You know what I mean? Just a complete jerk off. And
he was a lawyer.
Yeah, and the best thing was that one of my old bosses was just like, put him in a book and kill him. So I was like, oh, okay, no spoilers, Samson's alive at the end of the breadwinner. But don't worry, I did not kill him. and he does get his redemption eventually, and you know he becomes a better character. But I mean, if you're on chapter 8, you already know he's a dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's right now where I'm at, where I left off with his situation. He's in a situation himself right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's met up with somebody that I compare to Prospector Pete. Like,
okay, so that's where he's at. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sitting there and I'm trying to picture him, and I'm like, this is Prospector Pete from Toy Story.
There you go. And you know what? That's not bad because that guy also, I'm not going to name names or say, that guy's just trash as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, but it's at that point, you know, where Samson's kind of like, you hate him, but you really like him too. You kind of root for him, especially once you get into the meat and potatoes of his story and you know what's going on with him and why he kind of is the way he is. You'll root for him. You know, you will. And his wife is one of the just best characters. I think I just love her. She's one of my favorite characters. And actually, in the Breadwinner Omnibus edition, as well as the volume 1 of a charity anthology I participated in at Hell's Gate. Ton of awesome authors in that, and great horror, especially like apocalyptic fiction and everything like that, which I'm sure everybody listening is into. The story Nefarious is an origin story of Moira, Samson's wife. So I wanted to give her a little bit more. I wanted to elaborate more on her because I just really did dig her character that much. She's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's this? Christina Moore. Jersey fam here listening. Do you know a Christina Moore?
Oh yeah, that's my sister.
Oh. All right, well she said Jersey fam is here listening.
Hi Joe.
Thanks for tuning in.
To Joe. Joe is the drummer of Jersey band Bloodbees.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in and watching. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for definitely. Thank you. I saw something else up here.
Marissa asked, how long did it take you to write it? And do you use an outline, or do you kind of just go into it just half-cocked?
I love that question because I did a guest blog on my friend Megan's blog explaining that the Breadwinner trilogy came out completely different than what I originally outlined it as. The stories are different, the characters are different. Like Veronica and her brother were going to be like these scheming, like real dirty trash kids, like, you know, like rotten teeth, like, you know, like preying on people for their like supplies and scavenging. You know what I mean? Like, it turned out way differently. So it just shows me that when you outline things, I'm this type of person, I can't really follow. I don't want to say I can't follow the rules, but I don't like to. You know what I mean?
Well, I think we've learned that most writers don't like following rules.
Yeah, I just don't like it. It's boring, and I feel like if you're going to create worlds, you're going to create these people, and then you're just going to. If you're going to play God, so to speak, you know, God doesn't follow rules.
Right.
Why should I? You know what I mean? So that kind of thing.
Yeah. Totally on board with that. I like that. Oh, okay. What do we got? What is that? Is there nothing? Oh, no, that was. Oh, well, Jeannie says there's nothing wrong with being nerdy, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I've embraced it now.
We all have an inner nerd. That's why we're all here.
Yes, I have definitely embraced it now. Once I was out of middle school, I was just like, who cares? Why be anything but you?
Hold on. Where's that? Oh. Okay, so what do we got? Now, we're getting to some meat and potatoes. Inspiration for your books. Did you pull, obviously we found out you pulled some people directly from life and interactions. Is Is it purely from that alone, or did you dig into like fictional stuff?
Well, I think a lot of the time with some of the characters, they are based either partially on one or two people. They're not really any one specific person. Like, I just think Veronica was just all the things that I could want in a heroine. Like, when I write, like, I see it in my mind like it's a movie or something. That's why I listen to a lot of music when I'm writing. I make little music videos in my head and stuff, kind of bring the action to life and everything. So Veronica in my mind was just kind of like what I wanted to see. You know what I mean? And then you like think of somebody like, for anybody who's read Haven, I know you guys haven't read Haven yet, but one of my other just amazing, she's one of my favorites, Michonne. She's something else. I don't want to give it away, for anybody who's concerned about spoilers, but Michonne is a badass, but also an asshole. So she was kind of like, I took the worst part of myself and one of my best friends, Jeannie, and I just said, let's just make the worst bitch you could think of. And that's where Michonne came from. So it's kind of like when I do the characters, there's always bits and pieces of people that I know, or just entirely fabricated on just something that I would like to do.
Okay. All right.
Not to add any pressure, but your mother's here apparently.
Oh, hi, Mom.
She says Michelle is nasty.
You said what?
Michelle is nasty.
Oh, yeah, she is. She's nasty.
Wait, so where did you get her character from? Is this somebody we interacted with, or is she made up?
Michelle is, oh yeah, that's who I was just talking about. I said the worst parts of me and the worst parts of one of my best friends. Worst bitch ever.
Okay. All right. So you dug down and got her, pulled her out.
Yeah.
Made her a character. I like it. That's good. What is the most challenging aspect of writing a novel for you?
Ending it. Yeah, ending it. All the things was very difficult for me to write, not write completely, but the ending, which I think I was finally satisfied with. There's two endings. One I was very unhappy with, and then the one that I decided to go with. A lot of people from the reviews I read and the feedback that I've gotten, they really, and don't read the reviews because you'll get spoiled, but a lot of people didn't like the direction I took it. And not that they didn't like the book, but they just didn't like how things escalated rather quickly. Let's just put it that way. So,
did you start off in main characters?
It's gotta happen. It's gotta happen. I mean, just look at Glenn. It's gotta happen.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't want it to, but it has to happen.
Yeah. We lost Glenn and Abraham, so we'll get into the Walking Dead stuff when we're don't worry. This is what these people dig for, is the Walking Dead stuff. So
that's good. I love it.
Favorite book you've ever read?
Ever in my life, ever, Swan Song, Robert McCammon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And
that or The Road by Cormac McCarthy.
Would you say that one of them is your favorite writer also? Or separate?
I don't really have a favorite writer, really. Because I don't even, I can't even sit here and say, I have a favorite genre either, because I'll throw down on some Game of Thrones, you know what I mean?
Game of Thrones is my shit.
Hell yes, you know what I mean? So, typically I stick in the horror and sci-fi vein.
Okay.
But I will get into, like an action or a thriller, or every once in a while, Helter Skelter I've read twice, you know what I mean? Just, random things here and there.
All right. Very good, very good.
Not that I want to inflate your ego or anything, but this is the most active viewers we've had on a podcast ever.
I just saw myself. I got new tattoos yesterday, so I just want to show them off.
Oh, very nice.
Okay. Wait, hold them up. What do we got? Let's see.
Okay, so you've got...
That's a bird cage.
Choice versus fatalism. The age-old debate represented in two choices that you're given in BioShock Infinite, one of my favorite games of all time.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna get into because she's a gamer.
That's awesome.
She games hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's.
So you want to see nerd? Don't talk to me about games. That's gonna be bad.
We can do that though. We can do that. That's okay. We have so many new people out right now.
Yeah. At one point we had 22 active viewers.
Who's Stephanator?
It's probably my dad too. But don't worry, I only have one dad, one mom, and one sister.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're just
if
getting.
anybody else is on, you know me. Show me out.
That's pretty cool what Gabe said.
Yeah, Gay said that she used to write sci-fi and horror stories when she was in school. Maybe now I'm retired, I should try and back. Yeah, hey, listen, you're never too old to start something. Start a project.
Yeah,
do it. Why not?
I definitely think you should do it. It's awesome.
Donna, with writer's block, how do you
overcome that?
How do you overcome it? What's your choice of method?
Wow, I feel like these people have been in my brain. Major writer's block. I was laid off from my job of 11 years, and so I took that really, really. I took that I was devastated. Basically, it's never easy. I had never experienced it. It was like my first real job ever. You know what I mean? And stuck with it. It was my career, and shit happens. You know what I mean? And so this year has been a little tough for me. I have started and stopped. I've erased. I've gotten into novels 50,000 words and 56 because I hated it, and it's very frustrating when I kind of feel like that maybe that blow to my ego, like, hey, bad shit can happen to you. So you know what I mean? But I'm getting back on it. I'm getting back on that writing horse. It makes me feel really good that people still are reading my stuff and they still want more from me. Because for a little while I was discouraged, everybody gets that writer's block, and it was the first time I've ever experienced it was these last couple of months, so it's a hurdle. But you just sometimes you have to go back and you have to look at what you've done, what you've succeeded in, and be like, I did this. You can do more with this. And so I have a friend. His name is Steven. I don't know if he's
Is his last name really hard to pronounce?
Yeah, it's very hard to pronounce. I pronounce it wrong all the time, and I'm gonna pronounce it wrong again. Kosminski. I think it's Kosminski.
He's here.
He's watching.
Hi. Major shout out to him, because if it wasn't for him, I would not have written Slash Viber, which is a badass book that we co-wrote together, and it's probably one of the best things I ever wrote. And it is coming out, I'm hoping, in July. That's what we're told. We don't know. We just write it. We don't do anything else. You know what I mean? So cover reveal should be soon. Nice. And once that's done, we can take it from there. I'm ready for it. It's going to be an awesome book. I think it's really going to be successful. I'm excited about it.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. So yeah, we've been throwing around the idea of writing a book. So working with someone else on a book. So our idea is, the perfect setting, because we both work in a hospital together.
Okay.
We do private security, contract security. So, we've always, we mess around with the idea of hey, if an outbreak's going to happen, it's coming to us, you know what I mean? Kind of thing. So,
right to your front door.
Yeah. So it's we've been, brainstorming and stuff like that. And it's our story will start together, and eventually we're going to have to split. And then I was we were saying, well, each chapter, and it's kind of cool because your book does that. It bounces. One chapter is a set of group, one group. The next chapter is another group. You have a couple of chapters that stays with a certain group. I was saying, to him, hey, that, we would just keep kind of zigzagging chapter to chapter, Ryan, and his family, and then Chris and his family, kind of thing. And so it's fun to see that happening in your book. because it's like, all right, I was like, this is totally awesome because it's kind of like the idea that him and I were throwing around, you know.
Yeah, that's something I'm a fan of. A lot of people aren't really into, like, what is it called, like head hopping or whatever the special term for it is. I just call it switching chapters.
See,
it's just me.
I personally love it, and the reason why I love it, especially with where I'm at with your book now, is if something really interesting is going on with said group of people, and there's a chapter break and it's on another group, I want to get through that chapter to see what the hell's going on over here again. Not that it keeps you flipping. Like, it's like, this is cool, but I want to know what the hell's going on over here right now.
I'm really glad to hear that, because I know that's probably one of from fans from my editor, God bless him, but he was just like, I don't like editing for you. But that was one of his biggest complaints. A lot of people, they don't like the head hopping. They don't like the character to character. I'm a big fan of it. I love it because to me, when I read a book, I like for it to be episodic. I like for it to be like a television show. Yeah. And those are people that complain about, bottle episodes. You're not following Rick and the group. You're spending too much time on Tara. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on Reddit, so that's all you see is people on Reddit. I think that should just be called bitch.com. That's basically what people do. You're still a fan. And that's awesome, because even if somebody hates how your chapters play out, they're still reading the book and they're still like, wow, this was great. I just don't think you should have done your chapters that way. And I'm like, you liked it though, right? Oh yeah, I liked it. They were awesome.
Yeah.
Well done.
So, I mean, writing a book with someone else, how the collaboration in that, is that like really, really tedious?
No, actually, okay. Like, I think Stevie and I are kind of on the same page that we're just kind of like, let's write this. Okay, let's write that. We actually had to put a minimum when we were writing it. Like, we would go like a couple days and we'd like message, hey, did you write anything? Oh no, I hadn't gotten to it yet. Hey, did you write anything? Oh no, I hadn't gotten to it yet. So we had to put a minimum of 500 words a day. Otherwise, we were never going to get the shit done.
Right.
So we did that, and it was cool because it was like I would write X amount of words, send it to him, and be like, this is what I did, this is what I think you should do, but do whatever you want with it. He would do the same thing. Hey, this is what I did from here to here. Do whatever you want, but I'd like to take on X, Y, Z. So it was really cool because like neither of us are like control freaks in that aspect. We were both very, very on board, and we talked in length about the characters and about the direction we wanted to take it in before we even started writing. So I think that helps a lot too when you have that friendship and that line of communication with another author that you can collab on something like this and make it work.
Yeah. See, if I don't like your stuff, I'm just gonna throw it away. I'm just kidding, bud. I wouldn't do that to you.
Just remember, I wrote you in as a character in my other story. So.
Yeah, he's writing a sci-fi book right now,
yep.
So.
That's rad. I love sci-fi. I love that.
Yep, space exploration, and
I'm pretty sure he just killed me in his book.
No spoilers, but basically the beginning of the first book is also going to be the ending.
I like it.
Yep, and something a very big event happened in the beginning and the end. So
yeah, I die.
I like it. I hope you keep me in mind to be like a beta reader or something. Like
absolutely. I've got a couple people that want to do that, and I've got someone that is offered to help me be a grammar Nazi because I am terrible with grammar and punctuation and stuff.
I'm a very good editor as well. Her name is Megan, so I can hook you up with her too. And
that would be awesome.
Pennsylvania, so.
That'd be really awesome.
Yeah, sweet. The
I agree with Veronica too. She said she likes the idea of setting like a daily minimum for your word count.
Yeah.
Because I was stuck for a long time. I actually just recently basically scrapped the original book because I didn't like the direction that it went in, and I kind of just had this idea, and I was like, wow, this is where it should have gone the entire time. So I kind of scrapped everything and now I'm in the same boat where I'm like, okay, I want to make sure I get enough done each day so I can just kind of keep chugging along.
Yeah, it takes a lot of discipline to do that, and it's very very helpful when you have somebody holding you accountable to that. Because a lot of the time, I think it's hard for us to hold ourselves accountable to things. Like, you know, it kind of goes the same thing, like eating right, exercising, doing whatever, you know, saving money. Any personal goals that we set for ourselves is always better when somebody else can hold you accountable to that. So if you have, looks like that's your buddy there, hold him accountable to his writing.
Yeah. So if I smack you, means get to work.
It's completely acceptable. I said it was okay if he slaps you around. It's right.
He already does it, so I mean, you know.
I give him a little beating every now and then. It's okay. He you know, the Youngbloods. He smacked around
every now and then. You do it every time I see you.
Oh, he's gonna cry now. It's gonna get all emotional.
Oh, that's mean.
Can we get back to Stevie?
Oh, please, absolutely.
All
please.
All right.
What do we got? I know I saw. Oh, someone says it's true though. Is that Staffinator?
I think your father.
Staff or Staff? Staff. Staffinator says nowadays harder to keep people's attentions and
keep them intrigued.
And you know, if you look at how TV is written these days, it is bouncing storylines. You know, except for when you do get that bottle episode, like you mentioned, Tara's, which I think she deserved her own episode. I really do.
I think so too. It's all good.
You know, and a lot of people, a lot of our followers and stuff like that, people that were, you know, not our fans, we call them our family. They, you know, a lot agree. Like everybody was so excited for Tara to have her own episode. It's like, you know, yeah, give her some attention. She deserved it. You know.
My thing is like from writing and a reading standpoint, you can only learn so much if you're going from one person's perspective.
Yeah.
You can only really see how they're perceiving the world around them. But if you have 6 characters that you're seeing it from their first person point of view, you're getting a multitude of opinions, viewpoints, reactions to what's going on. And I feel like that enriches the experience. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do too. I'm completely on board with that. I think now attention spans are shorter. Yep. People are wanting shorter books. They're wanting shorter movies. They're wanting more television shows. They're wanting binge watching capabilities. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest with you, I think that's like why piracy is probably at an all-time high. People are waiting until, you know, the last minute, and they're downloading all the episodes online because that's what they want to do. Because if you think about it, like there's some networks that will release the episodes on Netflix or on Amazon, you know, whatever, where you can binge them as soon as the season is over. Yeah. But then there's other networks that want to be stingy with their content, and they're like, buy the DVD. Who the hell buys DVDs? That's what I want to know. I don't buy them. If you do, that's fine. That's good. But I don't.
Yeah.
So my thing is, people want to binge. They want it now. It's now. Instant gratification. And I think that's the same thing when it comes to fiction. And whether you're reading it, you're watching it, or whatever you're doing with it, you want more information, as much information as you possibly can get all at one time, and in the shortest amount of time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's why a lot of people, I think, prefer shorter novels with the novellas or whatever.
Yeah, novellas.
And they prefer even now how a lot of shows, you know, not only The Walking Dead, but you know, other very popular shows like The 100 or 100, whatever, I don't says what, but you know, that's another one that I watch, and they take a big break, you know, and we see even network television. What were the big shows of this fall? This Is Us, Once Upon a Time. They all took their little breaks, you know what I mean, before, you know, right before Thanksgiving, and then like end of January, everything came back. So it was like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 max, depending if you're network or if you're like AMC or CW or something like that. You know, you're gonna get shorter seasons, and then you're going to get the rest of the season a couple months later. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so before we get to the next question, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to bring bring the book stuff to not an end, but we want to be able to get into the Walking Dead stuff with everybody because we're starting to get Walking Dead questions. Told you it was gonna. Whoof.
I know. It's okay. I love it. I love the show. So it's all good.
Besides writing, hobbies that you like to do, downtime, stuff like that. I see a guitar in the background. I don't know if that's yours, but do you?
That's my husband. But
okay.
I can play guitar, but very badly. So.
Okay. In case you want to draw some attention to yourself during the Z-Pop.
I can just hold it and pretend to look cool. I could have lied just now, and I could have been like, man, I'm so good.
Until we said, hey, play something for us.
Or you could be like, what's his name? Frank West from Dead Rising.
With a guitar.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
I would do. That's what would be good for me. It would be good as a weapon for me.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So, we have a Walking Dead question from Jeannie and Nick. Who is your favorite character on The Walking Dead?
Alive or dead?
Well, give us each. Give us one and one. Go ahead.
Okay. I expect a lot of pushback on this.
Uh-oh.
Television show, I didn't hate Andrea. I didn't hate her. I actually was a big fan of hers. And I will tell you why. I will give you my piece. Andrea, to me, she was kind of like, very headstrong, and she really wanted to take on a leadership role. She just went about it the wrong way. And I think a lot of people, when women are trying to climb that ladder and get into a position of power without really understanding how to get there, they can come off the wrong way. And I think a lot of people took Andrea as annoying, or, she slept with Shane in the car, she slept with the governor, she didn't kill him. Dude, women have feelings. What's wrong with a woman sleeping with who she wants to sleep with? What's wrong with a woman deciding, maybe I have feelings for this man, and maybe I shouldn't kill him? You know what I mean? So a lot of people didn't like that she did talk shit to Rick's face, because in my opinion, Rick's not my favorite. So I really, really enjoyed Andrea, and I think that by the end, she really, she made some stupid decisions, and at the end, I thought they kind of killed her in a lame ass way, but I really did enjoy Andrea. And as far as Alive, I would say complete opposite end of the spectrum, Michonne. That's my dog. I love her.
Okay, so it's someone dead that is who was she had a pretty strong influence on the show as far as she did get treated pretty rough from the fan base.
Yeah. She did, and I think that was very fair. I thought she was great.
Yeah, and then Michonne, what's there really
to say about her? She's
fantastic. You can't complain about her. One thing I will say about Andrea, though, is that everybody goes on and on and on. If I had $1, I'd be a million billionaire. But how much cooler Andrea is in the comic book. And to me, a 22-year-old sleeping with an old man is not awesome. And it grosses the hell out of me. And I just, do you know what I mean? And then she's just like, I'm going to adopt all these kids in the apocalypse. And me, Andrea in the comic book is the fucking worst. So let's just leave it at that. You know what I mean? I just feel, if you really break it down and you really think about, why is she cool? Because she's a sniper badass who ends up with Rick. You know what I mean? Like, when you really break down the character and their traits and their likes and their pros and their cons, everyone's not that bad. I plead my case. I make a good point.
No, hey, listen. I mean, Michonne is my favorite as far as she's been my favorite since she made her appearance on the show.
She had one of the best, most badass entrances of any character I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I mean I hold true to that. Every time someone asks me, it's always Michonne's first appearing in the woods, finding Andrea
with the cloak.
She's all cloaked, the chains. You can't get any more comic book scene feels, than that right there. And I mean, they nailed her entrance. It was amazing.
I really thought that right there, that end of season moment where she just comes to the rescue, you know, kills the zombies, and then she's just standing there in all her, you know, secret, you know, shroud glory. You know, she's an amazing character, and there's never been a moment where I ever was like, oh, I hate Michonne. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
She really is best all around, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And they could do the Michonne show, and it would be just wonderful, and I'd be fine with it.
Well, I mean, have you played Telltale's Michonne story?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I love the Telltale series, all of them. The Walking Dead. You know, they did Game of Thrones. They did Borderlands.
Game of Thrones was fantastic.
Did, what was it? Big Bad Wolf from Fables. I think that was one of them as well. Telltale's awesome. I love their games.
We have a quick book question. Donna wants to know: do you use storyboards at all? Do you use storyboards?
No.
Storyboards, yeah. Do you do storyboards when you're outlining, I guess, for book?
No, I just, any kind of storyboarding or outlining I've learned I never stick to. It never works out for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of just go off the rails.
All right. All right, so you're up to date on the show, right? On The Walking Dead. You're up to date.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Looking ahead, do you want to give us on your little speculation on what's going to happen in season 8? What do you see happening?
Being a comic book fan, or like just leaving that out of the equation?
Well, are you up to date on the comics too?
Yes.
Really? You're all the way up at like 168, or I think it was.
I'm up to date on comics and show. I also am. I'm on the forums a lot with the spoiler people. I don't know if they're like still in trouble, so I don't ever like to name drop them because they like get threatened a lot with cease and desists and all that.
Oh, okay.
But they are awesome. I don't know who the hell they have that works for that show or AMC, but they are spot on. They've never been wrong, and I don't know why I love spoilers so much.
Which one is this? Which side is this?
Spoiling Dead Army.
Spoiling. I've heard of them before.
Yeah,
I've heard of them before.
they are constantly in trouble. They're having to switch their sites. They had to change their Facebook group, and they're just awesome. I don't know how the hell they get the information, but they are spot on every single season. And so right now, all we're getting is like filming things and speculation and all that. But my speculation would be, I think it's too early for any kind of time jump. I think I'm going to ship it. I think Rosita and Eugene are going to get together eventually, like in the comics. I think that's going to happen. And I think I don't know, man. I'm hoping for like an Ezekiel Carroll Morgan love triangle. That's all I can hope for in my life.
That'd be interesting.
Well, in the comic,
it was Michonne, Morgan. They had their little thing.
Yep.
And then Michonne and Ezekiel. Yep. I feel like Carol is kind of like, you can kind of tell with Morgan. It's like that's his girl. But Ezekiel's like trying to get on it, and he's kind of just like, But I don't know. I think there's going to be like a little love triangle.
I'm still rooting for Carol and Daryl.
Carol's like mother and son, though.
I don't get that vibe. I get some very awkward sexual tension.
Check and see if that got better. By me moving them up.
I'm the apocalypse. I don't know
if this got better.
I just don't know.
Hold on. Do you know what? Is that Dylan Rice?
Yeah.
Do you know what Dylan Rice?
Dylan Rice, yeah. He used to live down here. He's up in Montana now. He's a cool dude.
All right. He was just giving us he said you sounded a little muffled, so I moved the microphone around to see if it helped out a little bit.
Am I louder now?
Well, no, I think maybe the speaker to microphone ratio might have been too close.
Okay.
So we're trying to see if it's a little better.
All right, well, cool.
Your father said that the most annoying character is Glenn.
Ooh. was Glenn. Listen.
I'm still bitter about that, but whatever.
I was never 100% truly sold on Glenn. I liked Glenn. Don't get me wrong. I liked him.
I'm a Glaggy fan, so I mean, you know, it's
yeah.
I am not. Maggie is awesome, but I cannot stand her with blood, and I'm very, very glad that he is dead, just so that she can get the development that she's already started.
Absolutely.
To
yeah. I liked Gwen as a character, but I know it had to happen for her to become the character that she's already started to become. Yeah. And this is her stepping out of her shell, and the season finale showed that with her holding the pocket watch and her like, I need to do this, and she's like, you know, screw Gregory, I'm taking Hilltop, that's mine. Like, I want to see her kick ass.
Gregory's a little, he sucks, you know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong, I like Xander Berkeley. I like him on Twitter. He's like a very fantastic guy. Actually, Oscar said he's a pretty cool guy. A friend of ours, Oscar, has met him and said he's a fantastic guy. I just don't like his character.
You know what kind of bums me out? And I listen, everybody's allowed to do whatever the hell they want. It's your life. But I just wish that, like, on Twitter and some of the social media stuff, we could just keep politics out of everything. Like,
oh yeah,
you're just, you know, like, to me, you're this great actor on a TV show that I love, and you know, I don't want to go and see that you're ranting about the president. Like, I don't personally, I don't care. You know,
I mean, I don't know who told celebrities that they were politicians, but that person was dreadfully wrong. You know, I'm not going to get into politics in any way, but I just really think if all social media, regardless of class or creed or color or status, just shut up about politics and let's just have fun online. Get back to your posting your 3,700 pictures with your baby.
Yeah.
You know, what happened to those pictures?
Show me what you ate, you know, all day long. Show me a picture from breakfast to the time you went to bed. I don't care. Yep. I just don't. Every time listen, social media is supposed to be where you can go and connect with family and friends and people, you know, that we've connected with all over the place.
Yeah, seriously.
Australia, United Kingdom, you name it.
All across the country.
And I don't want to go on there. I already have to deal with the news and real life shit that I deal with between
both your jobs and my job.
Yeah, and like that's my go away place. I want to go away. Yeah. I don't want to be sucked back in even deeper. You know.
No.
So.
No, not at all. My God, it's the worst.
So we have a lot of people who like Jesus on the show.
Your mother.
Yeah, your mother likes Jesus.
Jesus.
On the show.
Oh, on the show. It was cutting out on my end.
Sorry about that.
Awesome. I love him. I love him in the Telltale game, too. I don't know if you guys are caught up on that.
I didn't get to I played everything up until the last release they had. So
yes, this new one, season 3, is awesome. He's cool in that too.
All right, so yeah.
I just finished season 1, so I'm just starting season 2. I'm behind.
You have some catching up to do.
Well, that's because I've played the Game of Thrones one like 4 times, but that's beside the point.
Oh, I know. Isn't it so good?
I love it.
I know.
Have you ever thought about what's this one? Thinking about writing a book outside of the genre.
Yeah, Dylan.
Okay, go ahead.
Dylan said, have you ever thought about or are you thinking about writing a book outside the genre you are writing now? And if so, what might that be?
Okay, so Slash Fiber is the book that I co-wrote with Steven. That's coming out hopefully July. That is completely not in the realm of zombie at all. It is like kind of like it diverts from our timeline in the 80s to post-nuclear war, you know, ravaged world where like basically the Russians and the communists are just running the show, and it is in order to keep. It's kind of like to think of like Battle Royale, but like we're cool because we're gonna be like, yeah, it's kind of like Battle Royale, and we're not stealing the idea like the Hunger Games did.
Okay.
We're actually gonna own that and be like, yeah, this is badass. You know, we've got this world where the population has to be controlled in North America because nobody wants, you know, Americans anymore. And
right.
So you've got this game show and this lottery where people have to go compete on this game show, and they basically just get slaughtered by a bunch of different slashers. You've got representations of Leatherface or Hannibal Lecter, who's an awesome, character in that, and like a couple other pop culture icons that, you'll recognize strewn throughout the book that are these like slashers, so to speak. And it's a wonderful political satire. I think we had a lot of fun with it. There's a lot of humor in it. There's a lot of gore. There's a lot of, like real, like old school campy B-movie horror type shit in it. So it's going to be really cool.
Wait, you started talking about it. You said it's the Russians and who else? It's the Russians and who else?
The communists, like
okay.
the old USSR
right.
and all that after the Cold War.
And you're saying this is around the 1980s?
Yeah, well, that's when everything happened, was the 1980s. This is now, like, fast forward, like, what is it, 15, 20 years? I don't even remember what we decided on. Where, like, now, like, radiation is kind of like, some areas are more habitable than others.
Okay. It made me immediately think of the movie Red Dawn.
Oh, I love Red Dawn.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of like where we drew a lot of our inspiration, or like these old 80s.
Yeah.
Like think of all these things in the 80s. Like I even was like, making playlists of like, because you got to think like the world ended, so there was no music after 1983 in this book that we wrote. So I'm like looking at like pop songs that were popular in like 1982, which none of them were really good, but
did you
like making these playlists and stuff.
Did you put Easy Street on there?
No. I mean, that's another gray area when you're writing these books. You can't put, like, I don't think you can put, like, song lyrics and band names and stuff without people, like, being like,
yeah.
Rumble.
Copyright.
Yeah, exactly. So we played it safe with just popular pop song or, like, something like that.
Yeah. What do we got going on? I see a lot of talking. New book. Oh, okay. Is that how it's spelled? /Viber, right?
/Viber. Steven's in there. Make him spell it.
Oh, Blaine just signed on.
Awesome.
He's here. Don't worry, Blaine. We'll send you the link to the whole show. You can listen at it to your leisure. Well, real quick, are you into Marvel or DC?
Answer carefully, because one of us likes DC and one likes Marvel.
Okay, I gotta think on that. I've always really been a Batman fan. Alright, I can't get into Superman. I hate him.
I prefer Supergirl over Superman.
Yeah, like I just Superman. I've gotten into very, very heated discussions, like angry, like drunk, anger, arguing with people over why I hate Superman. I'm gonna have to go with my Batman peeps.
I'm a Flash fan, so
yeah. I can't get into all the, like, it gives me a headache. All these new shows that are out. I'm like,
oh, come on.
The new 52?
No, new 52 is done. It's Rebirth now.
Yeah, see? It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? How many times does DC need to redo everything?
Oh, really? We're not going to talk about Marvel and how they do that?
They do alternate universes.
oh,
But they don't sit there and be like,
really? You know what Infinity War did?
I disagree that X-Men is the best thing ever. We disagree.
golf clap.
Just saying, Infinity War killed a bunch of Marvel characters off because guess what? They had too many.
That's not a bad thing, to have too many superheroes.
That's what New 52 did.
Yeah, and now you guys are starting from scratch again. We had 5 Flashes. Well, let's kill 4 of them.
Think about it, though.
Incorrect.
Because,
We've had 3
all these
Flashes.
guys that
I
are
was
around,
being-
you have newer generations.
I was being
I'm
sarcastic.
glad that you're here.
Sorry, don't mind our
Yeah, we're gonna bicker
our
now.
brotherly
That's
spat.
why I'm here to be mediator.
We're
I'm
gonna
here to
bicker
know
now.
that we're good.
No, it's not like steak and bacon, Donna. Not at all. No. It's like shoe leather and prime rib.
If I had it, I would go with steak though over bacon.
I would do bacon wrapped steak. Just saying.
I feel like bacon smells better than steak, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I have to choose steak.
Absolutely. Where's Blaine? I know you said you had some questions, so where are they, brother? Blaine was very, very excited this whole week.
He was.
What I need to? Where's
super excited.
Where's the backstory here? I need backstory.
Green Lantern was terrible.
I used to work right across the street from where his wife worked. And I used to get coffee from Seattle's Best probably 4 or 5 times a day. So that's how I met him through Teresa.
Okay. All right. So small world. Is this now? Wait. This is when Blaine, because Blaine used to do artwork, right?
Yeah, they had their own business down here on the beach and everything like that.
Right. Yes. Yeah, and he used to. Oh my God, what was it? I'm trying to remember our podcast now that we did with him. It was he had a Dodge Dart. I know that.
Yep.
Remember that he had a Dodge Dart. He's a big Dodge fan, and yeah, he did art. He did art at. Was it sand art? What kind of art did he do? No, airbrushing. He did airbrushing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this all back in my head.
Kiosk, I'm not really sure, but yeah, I remember her telling me like during spring break and stuff, he would be just like almost 24 hours with the airbrushing. It was crazy.
That's really cool.
So that's how you guys met then.
Yeah, through Teresa.
Okay.
That's cool.
Very nice. I'm still waiting for it. Where'd he go?
I don't know. He disappeared.
I don't want to ding dong ditch him.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, here we go.
He wants to know what you have in the works.
He wants to know what you have in the works. So, you have a book. You said that's being you have Slash Viber in a month, or no, by in a month.
Yeah, well, we're hoping July. Let's hope for July.
Okay, but you did say that you had another book coming out. Was it September?
February.
February. Okay.
Yes, February. This book that is being re-released was actually released last year. I self-published it just because I wasn't really into. It was an anthology that I had written with only myself. You know, it wasn't like a big collaborative list of people. It wasn't like, here's one story about, zombies. Here's another story about aliens. So it wasn't like it was this big collection. It was just this small novella of short stories, 5 different types of people in the apocalypse, and how those relationships were tested with each other, whether it be like siblings, parents and their children, estranged, husband and wife, and, anything in that vein, really. And so I self-published it. It's called, it's still going to be called Never Say Die. And that was taken up by Community Press, which is my publisher from the Breadwinner trilogy as well. That was taken up, and, you have to pull it when you sign with a publisher and everything like that. So they're going to be re-releasing that for me in February. New cover, everything like that. This is the old cover, how it used to look. Never Say Die. You can't buy it anymore unless you buy it from someone who's selling a copy that they already have. I myself only have like 2. I should have bought like 12 to have them, you know what I mean? But it's cool because the stories in it are, some of them are controversial. Some of them are, a little strange, there's a man searching for his sister 10 years after the apocalypse has already happened. Then there's, on the other end of the spectrum, in one of the other stories, you're witnessing this couple on the day of their divorce in, Manhattan. They're having to work together as the zombie apocalypse rips through this city, and then they're like the 28 days later zombies, like they're moving fast. They're not like, walking around or anything like that. And then you have another story based in Atlanta where it's this little girl and her mom, and they need to, and it's told from the point of view of the 6-year-old girl. So it's not really like anything that I've ever read to where something was written in the eyes of a child, where the world collapsing and, family members meeting unfortunate ends, or, seeing rotting corpses walking around is told very innocently from a child's point of view, So it's a very different story that collection of stories that I wrote. So I look forward to that being re-released in February.
That sounds very, very interesting. Especially the part with the 6-year-old.
Yeah, it's and then there's another one that is about a young man. Very, I've been told by a couple of people that it was, kind of sensitive subject matter. A very suicidal young man who decides to kill himself on the same day that the world ends, and so then he decides instead of killing himself, that now that the world is ended, he can get away with murder. So he decides to kill other people. So it's kind of like a twisted take on things. So
yeah.
It's a pretty cool collection that I'm really proud of, and I'm glad it's getting a re-release.
Awesome. I'm actually can't wait for that to come out. That sounds really, really cool. Blaine, real quick, because you were late, we can tell you that the character of Michelle in The Breadwinner was a collaboration of Stevie and your friend, what was her name? Jamie. So Michelle was half of a person inside of Stevie and half of a person inside of her friend. They put these two people together and she became. I haven't been introduced to her yet in the book.
Oh, you will.
But apparently she's a badass, and
but not in a good way.
Right, not in a good way. So that'll help, give you some answers to that one. Sean Pelham.
Yep.
Sean Pelham wants to know.
Oh.
Sean Pelham wants to know if you have a character named Alan, or no, any victims in your new book named Alan. Oh boy. That's I hit a note.
That struck a chord.
No comment.
Oh,
right.
Wow. Sean with the he hit the red button on that one.
Yeah, he did.
Boop.
Oh yeah, well, just because you gotta protect yourself legally, so.
It's like Men in Black, the first movie. Never touch the red button.
Right, exactly. Yes. Yeah, Blaine says that Michelle was a real bitch.
Yeah.
So is
that's the overall consensus. I don't know why. I just feel like she is terrible. She's the worst. She's disgusting. But I don't know. I just love her so much.
Is that what you were going for with her character?
Oh yeah, I wanted her to be just this horrible person that people hated, but at the same time, I knew there would be some people that were just like, oh, she's just so bad. She's the worst, but I love her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
I feel like we all kind of have somebody in our lives that's like that, or at least, and not permanently, because I feel like if we kept somebody toxic like that around for too long, we just all end up dead. But we all kind of know somebody at one point in our lives or another where that you're like, oh God, you're the worst, but I love you so much. You know what I mean? Like that type of thing.
I feel like that's how Ryan thinks about me sometimes.
The worst part, yeah.
Yeah. But he's really, really means well, nice guy.
Mm.
You want to get smacked the shit out of on live film?
At least there's evidence.
Hey, remember, I gave him permission, though, so...
Yeah. She's all for the blood and gore, you know what I mean?
Damn.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to shut up now.
If I need to send that permission, I will.
We just went, we've hit over, we're over an hour.
Yeah.
I hope we didn't keep you past any kind of time restraints you had.
No, I cleared my schedule.
Oh, okay, good. Any last questions do we have for Stevie? We obviously, not that we have anything to do, but it's been an hour, or it's been like an hour and 10 minutes. So if you guys have any last buzzer beater questions for her, do you have any last buzzer beater questions?
No.
You said, can you hold up the trilogy book again? The Breadwinner trilogy book again? You can get this online, right? As
online and in bookstores.
Cool. Online and in bookstores. So if you get to like Barnes and Noble or I don't know any other
Books A Million, shit like that.
Okay, you can get all 3 books in one giant book. What'd you say it was? Around what was it? 16?
It's like I think 16 bucks, 16, 18 bucks, depending on where you get it from.
Okay, so you can get the whole trilogy, and you know, I wish I could buy it. I wish I could buy it directly from you, so that way I could get an autograph in it. But you know,
anytime I usually can. If you hit me up like DM or whatever, the works have been out to where you guys get a signed copy to like that, so it's not a problem.
Awesome.
But I am giving away a signed copy of this bad boy right here. That's why I've got it next to me. So if anybody listening is interested, then maybe you guys can like tweet this out later or whatever, and I will as well. Anybody that listened tonight, if they can tell me from the beginning of the show, but they have to do it within the next 10 minutes so that I know that they're not cheating and like rewatching. What's my favorite book? The first one that I said.
Okay, so there you go. If you guys want a signed copy of the Breadwinner Trilogy from Stevie, in the first few minutes, or first beginning part of the show, she mentions what her favorite book was. Tweet her right now on Twitter at ApacoTaco and give the answer of the book. The first one gets it. So get on Twitter.
You can't know me in real life either. Like, I don't want to be able to drive down the street and give it to you.
Yeah, she wants to be able to put this stuff, this book in a box and mail it across the country or overseas or something.
Overseas or someplace.
So get on Twitter if you know the answer. Twitter right now. Go follow Stevie, please, at ApacoTaco. Go follow her. I need a quick backstory, real quick. Give me the on the handle.
Yes. Okay. So back again, I mentioned earlier about Brandon being my roommate. Clyde is based off Brandon. When I was writing the book of The Breadwinner, the very first time I started writing it, and it's before I met my husband, so no judgment passed. There was this guy that kept trying to like talk to me and all this other crap, and I'm going back, like, this was back when like Veronica was a bad guy when I first started writing this book, and he found it so weird that I was into the apocalypse and all that, so then he started just calling me a Paco Taco, and I'm sure you can get the inference of taco there. But because he got very mad at me, he thought that would be insulting. And so my roommate started calling me the Apocalypse Taco, and I loved it so much that I embraced it, and I just started using it in everything that I could find. And so when I got around to Twitter, like a year or so later, or whatever it was, I was like, yeah, I'm going to be the Apocalypse Taco. And it's stuck around ever since then. So that dude, like, whatever he was thinking, that was some kind of insult. It's magic. He created magic like that name.
It is magic. It is magic. Real quick, I know you mentioned being off the circuit with cons and stuff like that, right? Being able to go to shows. You're kind of
for you.
Right now, you're off the circuit as far as going to shows, cons, and all that stuff.
Yeah, just until I can get some more releases out.
Okay.
I have fresh material, fresh content to put out to people.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right.
If somebody wants to pay me to go to one, I'll go, but I'm not paying for one until I have new stuff.
Well, we know how to do that. People, if you want to see Stevie at a con, you know exactly what to do. Get on Twitter, get to these con sites, and tweet that you want Stevie to be at these shows coming up. That's what we have to do. We have to flood. We have to flood these cons and let them know, hey, this is who we want to be there. We know what we have to do in order to get the people we want at these shows. Do it for Blaine. Do it for Jason. Do it for everybody. Do it for Peter. Do it for everyone. Get out there and tweet at these cons and get these people at these shows so we can go and see them and shake hands and say thank you for doing what you do. All right, so hang around for a minute after we sign off so we can wrap up with you. Say goodbye to everybody.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in tonight.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for
Appreciate
all the
it.
newcomers. Thank you to Stevie's family for joining us and everything like that. We appreciate it. Thank you to all our faithful followers.
Absolutely.
You guys are amazing. Stay Beast Mode NY. We love it. Peace out, everybody.
Later. There's always that awkward time where I gotta go to the live control room and stop the stream, and